Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. I think I think people's already seen my videos that I did. One person was asking me, where can I watch another? Well, you can pretty much watch it anywhere. You can go to animvid.com. Any anime website that shows anime, we'll probably have it. So yeah, but it's a story there. But if anyone notices, yeah, I'm going to be reviewing that show, another High School DxD, and Familiar Zero Season 4. Alright, I just did and I was right. You know, everybody's saying, oh, there's 22 episodes, and yes, I noticed. So it's obviously going to be like a second part of the Guilty Crown thing. So yeah, look forward to seeing that. Okay, this is Fairy Tail, chapter 266. Chapter name. I was actually surprised. I thought this chapter was going to have to do with Wendy. And as you can see, I'm wearing a sweater. It's windy outside here in Brooklyn. It's getting really, really cold in January, so that's the story there. But yeah, Wendy was not... It had nothing to do with Sky. I thought, because it eluded me because it said Sky Labyrinth. That was the name of this chapter. It was called Sky Labyrinth. So basically, we start off with, in this chapter, 266 of Fairy Tail Review. Basically, Ursa's, saying, where were you guys, and everybody's there. Everybody's got a weird face, and, you look at Gray's face. Gray's even upset, apparently because of the whole thing with Juvia and Leon. Like, come on, man, that was a joke. Can't you take a joke, Gray? And then you see Lucy's face, and obviously you see Natsu's face, and he's upset because of what the Dragon Slayers said to him, saying, oh, in the battle, we'll show you the true power of a true Dragon Slayer. And he's like, and then the cats were making fun of Happy because you look stupid looking. And he's like, Natsu with his and stuff and everything. And everybody's looking around and there's wondering, where's Wendy? Nobody knows where Wendy is. And then it's almost midnight. While that's going on, while they're talking about that, who pops in? Lisa Anna and Elfman. Holy shit. Elfman. Was Elfman taking steroids or something? He looked like somebody must have injected him with 500 milligrams of steroids. Because this guy was buffed to the point where he almost looked like the Incredible Hulk. It was insane. Holy shit. He's it's huge. It's fucking huge. Oh, God. Intense. But they show up with and he's got a crate, and it says, he's got this stuff called Muscle Cola. And I'm like, kind of a funny joke there. But as they talk, they're saying about it and so on and so forth. It's midnight. And all of a sudden they get this announcement about the preliminaries. That, okay, it's time for preliminaries if everybody says. And this guy talking about it and saying, you all from 188 guilds, we're going to narrow it down to 8 guilds. So it's like, holy shit, so they better get moving. And basically Wendy's not there, so in order for Fairy Tail to get their shit together, they decide Elfman says, I'll do it. And then there's this scene where Elfman is carrying, he's on his left hand, he's carrying Lucy and Ursa, and in his right hand, he's carrying Gray and Natsu. And Ursa's, as they're running, he says, oh, Happy and Lisa Anna, go find Wendy, find out where she is. So he says, okay, we'll do that. So it's like, holy shit. Elfman's like, yeah, oh yeah. He's like, he's manly. He's really manly. To the point where, holy shit, he's going to bust some heads. So basically the story is they have to get to this top it's a sky labyrinth. They have to get to this top area of this sphere. There's this sphere in the sky, and they have to get to there. And they're walking around, getting through, the labyrinth. It's crazy. And as they're walking through, and eventually what happens is they bump into Twilight Ogre, the guild Twilight Ogre, and they just beat the shit out of them. Holy shit, just beat the holy hell out of them. And they take away their map, and they combine it with their map, and then Urza, Natsu, Gray, and Elfman are like, and Lucy's like, you guys are scaring me. And they just realize, let's beat the shit out of everybody. And it's so funny. There's this one scene with Urza and a dominatrix thing going on. And they just whip it and beat the shit out of everybody. And Natsu, everybody's like, get out of the way. Pew! And all this shit's happening. And they finally get to, and combine the maps, and they finally get to the end. And it's like, oh, we're first place, right? The guy says, you're 8th. They finished 8th. They were the last team to arrive. And then after that, we have this situation with Lisa, Anna, and Happy. And Happy finds Wendy's purse, but that's all they find. So obviously, we are into the assumption that Wendy might have been captured or kidnapped in some way. But anyway, and then this is in the next chapter, it's going to be called New Guild, whatever that means. And that's how the chapter ended. I didn't watch anyone else's review about this chapter. So based upon what I've seen, I have this to say. I'm going to give this a 4. A 4 out of 5. And I'll tell you why. And this goes back to what has happened after the 7-year gap. And the pros here, the only con I see is the fact that they even dealt with the whole preliminaries. I think that was a con, the preliminaries, to me, because it just seemed too short and a waste of time. I'm like, well, why are you doing it this way in the middle of the night? Anyway, pros, definitely Elfman. He's a big pro in this chapter. Holy shit, he's like, oh yeah! He's just like, holy crap, he's just buffed up and crap. So he's a pro. That's a pro. And another pro, I believe, is towards the end of the chapter when they finish the event. 2 pros. And the second pro, why I'm calling that a pro, is because I'm noticing a trend here. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, but here's the thing. Hero is basically shoving in Fairy Tail's face, listen guys, it's not going to be that easy. You are way behind. He's basically putting Fairy Tail in last in almost everything. He's making them last guild in all Fury. He made them the last guild in all Fury. Okay. He made Dragon Slayers that are stronger than Natsu. Okay. And another thing he also did was in this chapter. He made Fairy Tail the last guild to qualify for the next round of the tournament. So those are 3 examples that Hero is basically telling Fairy Tail, you are not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to have you win all these fights and say, oh, that's it. No, you're going to have to work for it. So if you want to be number 1 again, you've got to bust your butt. Natsu, you have to beat Rogue and Sting. You have to beat them consecutively, because if you don't and you lose, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be last, and you're going to have to train more. I mean, I don't know, but it might be different to it. There might be something else to it, but that's what Natsu's going to have to do. He's going to have to haul ass, lightning fire, come through. He's going to have to show his stuff against Rogue and Sting, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose. Fairy Tail will lose the tournament. As simple as that. But, we'll see next week. It says new guild, so we'll see where this comes from. moving along. It's moving along very nicely. I've noticed people were saying that. And I have to agree. It's moving along nicely. I like what I see. The only thing is when push comes to shove, can Fairy Tale win this tournament? Because I'm telling you right now, it looks really bad. Them coming in last, they dominated the other things and we were able to get through it. But man, they came in last. They came in last. Okay? I mean, this is only the preliminaries. Setting aside, this is only the preliminaries, so it doesn't really matter to a degree. So, we'll see. And we'll also see what the story is with Wendy. I think there's another guild. There was a guild who kidnapped her. That's what I think it is. But we'll have to see. But anyway, this has been Bonkai 922. Good chapter, Fairy Tale. I think I'll call this one Fairy Tale last in preliminaries. 8th place. Or, you know what? I'll just call it The Incredible Elfman. The Incredible Elfman. That's all I have to say. And I'm a little bit better knowing he's on the team and not Wendy, because holy shit, can you imagine what it would look like if he goes full Beast Overtake mode? If he does Overtake? Beast mode? Overtake? If he does that, what is he going to look like? Holy shit. That's going to be good. Alright? I like what I see. See you guys later.